Hello, welcome to JC Connect. I'll be demonstrating a advanced Java programming lab that is which uses the JSP include and JSP forward action to display a web page as a welcoming the user here. Okay, so first we clear about what is the JSP include and the JSP forward here. So then we'll move on to the program here. Okay, so the JSP action, the forward is nothing but which will be forwarding the request and response to another resources. The syntax is that is JSP colon forward page where it will take the relative URL that is nothing but to which page the from the existing page it wants to forward here, or even you can use the expression along with the forward JSP forward action tag. And then similarly the include is nothing but which includes the resources of the other file here. So the syntax is same as of that the JSP forward. So only thing is nothing but it changes, instead of the JSP forward here it will be JSP include, and page equal to attribute you are using is the page here, and then relative URL here you have to specify which page you want to include. It might be any of the JSP file or the servlet class, any of the class file might be include. You can include in the as the relative URL here. Okay, so remember forward is nothing but which take the request and the responses to the under resource, and includes nothing but JSP include is nothing but which includes the under resource into its own file here. Okay, so these are the two syntaxes we'll be using. We'll create one simple program to understand how exactly this JSP forward and the JSP include works here. So the project structure is like we'll be creating the project name as lab6, and then we'll be having three files here. So one is nothing but the index.html wherein we are creating the login page here, and then the include and forward.jsp here in this file will be making use of the syntax of JSP forward and the JSP include, wherein we are specifying the path of this include and the forward to call the resource of the under resource and to include the resources here. And then when it will be forwarded, it will be forwarded to the index. From the index it will be forwarded to the lab6, and then from this lab6 we'll be including the one more file is called as welcome.jsp page here. So we'll see this how this can be designed, this application here, by using the NetBeans IDE. So this is the NetBeans here. So I opened in the program. We'll be creating a project here in the NetBeans. So what I'll do is nothing but first I'll right click on the project. Now create a new project. So in the new project, specify the name of the first you select the category of the application, the project you want to design, click on next. Now here you specify the name of your project. So I'll specify as lab 6. Okay, click on next and change the enterprise edition version to 6. Now click on finish. Click on finish. So this on the lab 6 project will be created. So once the lab 6 project is created, now first is nothing but we'll create an index.html file. So we'll create this index.html file first. So I'll expand the lab 6 here. Now by default you'll be having index.jsp. So instead of index.jsp, I'll remove this index.jsp. Then I'll include I'll create a new file. Right click on the web pages, select the new option, and then I'll include the HTML file here. So here you specify the name of the file as index. Okay, now click on finish. So here index.html page is created. Now here you create the index.html file here. So first what I'll do is nothing but I'll include the form tag form action equal to, so I'll include here the file name as include forward.jsp as the file here, and then the method will use as post. Close this form tag, and within the form you create the login details. So here I'll include one header file header tag, enter login details as the message. Close the H3. Now here I'll input the input box here as first as username, input type equal to text, then name I'll use as uname, username. So close this input box and break the line with br tag. Now here the next one I'll use as password, input type equal to password, and value passes password pwd. Close this input, close the break the line, then include the button here, input type equal to submit, then value as login. Value as login. So it is doing some processing. Wait for a while. Now close the input button here. So save this file. So only this is what we created here inside the index.html. Now here we'll create include forward.jsp file here. So copy this, the file name, the action tag here, so that there is no mismatch of the name of the file. So right click on the web pages, select the new and select the JSP. Now here you name this file as include forward here and click on finish. Now within the body here you use, so you're passing two parametric values from the index.html, that is uname and the pwd. So we'll use password here to verify the user. The JSP tag. Now I'll use string pass wd equal to request dot get parameter. Now here you pass as pwd. Okay, terminate it. Then you'll use the condition here to verify whether the username and the password is correct. So if pass wd dot equals, then pass the parameter here, where parametric value as capital JCA, small mca. Okay, now open the if block here, then close this. Now before this, what I'll do is nothing but before I type in here, I'll close this if block here with the JSP tag. Okay, next here after this I'll move it little bit inside so that we can understand easily. This tag I'll close it over here. Now after this I'll use I'll include here the JSP forward, JSP forward page equal to, now specify which which page you want to for to which file you want to forward to the another resource. Okay, from one resource to the another resource. We'll create a one more file called as welcome.jsp. So we are including this as the resource here. Close this JSP forward. Done. So next is, after this, if not this one, then include the else block here. Okay, if it is not been forwarding, then you have to include the else block, wherein you are specifying incorrect username and the password. Okay, close this if block, then type here else, open the else block, then close the JSP tag. Then you include JSP colon include as page. So it takes two attributes here. First is page. Now here in this page you include the index.html. So it will take me to the login screen. And the flush you set is flush attribute, you set it as true. Okay, now close the JSP here. Close the JSP. After this, now you close. So else block is there here. Close the else block here. Open, then close it. Okay. So this is the, here we include the JSP forward, which will take me to the under resources. And if password is not matching, then it will call the index dot, it will include the index.html file here. Okay. So next index.html file is already been created. Now I'll create the welcome.jsp here. So right click on the web pages, select the new option. Now create the JSP. Here you specify the name of the file as welcome. Now click on finish. So in the welcome.jsp, we'll include only one line, that is nothing but welcome user. Okay. So here, first, I'll print it in a header tag as login successful. Successful. Then I'll close this tag as h2. There afterwards, we'll say is nothing but welcome user. Welcome. Now use the JSP expression equal to request dot get parameter. Here the parameter name is uname. Okay. Now close the JSP here. Okay. Save the file. Save the file. Now do the clean and build of the project here. So right click on the project, select the clean and build. So we are getting a message as build successful. Now run the file. Right click on this project and select the run option. So it will be opened in a browser. So here I'm using a simple steps to make use of the include, JSP include and the JSP forward. So we can design a complex applications as well using this include and the forward applications, JSP tags. Okay, project is deployed and it will be opened in the browser. Okay, now enter login details. So here I'll enter some login details. I'll pass some parametric value. Abhijit, password, as you know, is nothing but it's capital JCE. So you have to specify in the password field JCE MCA. Now click on the login button. Now here, when you click on the login button, it will forward me to the welcome.jsp page. So it is taking some little time to forward it to the next file, that is welcome.jsp. So here, login successful, welcome Abhijit. It welcomes the user here. That means JSP forward is calling the welcome.jsp. Okay. So if I click on, I'll go back here. Now I'll enter the wrong password. Okay, now I'll click on login. Now here, what we'll do is nothing but it will include. So here, I'll enter an username, Abhi, and I'll enter wrong password. Now click on login here. So it is taking me back to the index.html. Okay, so here it is included in index.html. That means login is unsuccessful. Okay, so this is a demonstration about the JSP page created by using the JSP forward and the JSP include action tags here. Thank you. I hope you understood all the concept of the JSP forward and the JSP include here. Thank you.